I'm going to have to choose.
Yellow jersey.
No.
That means you lead. That means you're a leader.
I'm choosing.
Coyce's been a good mate of mine for 30 odd years, and he's brilliant, right? I adore the guy. He's brilliant at his job. He's a great character. He's a brilliant individual and a good mate. And I said to him about doing this trip. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm up for it. But he says that to everything you say to him. And then I started to pin him down. He's like, all right. And then I got my bike. Then I sent him Endura, sent all the kit to him. And it started getting real.
It's worth just addressing this first hill, why we're here. Literally, it is out the door. Find your own pace and try and get up it reasonably, without putting... You will have to put some effort in, but without, thrashing yourself, because so soon on the ride...
He was phoning me every day. I had more phone calls in a week than I had in a year from Coyce, maybe even 10 years. He was panicking. I said, right, first thing, it's not a competition, it's a challenge. Now I was telling him about the peloton, you get in the peloton, it's 40% easier. He still didn't believe me. The best bit was, you'll see him struggling to go up hills, really struggling. So one day he says to me, Kenny, these hills are killing me. And just so you know, he's been training for 2 or 3 months. And I said to him, well, you've got the gears to use. He went, there's only 8 gears. I went, what? There are only 8 gears? I said, you've got 16 gears. In fact, there might be 20 gears. He went, where are they? I said, small cog at the front. He went, what small cog at the front? So we're day 4 into this challenge, and he still thinks he's got 8 gears. Day 1, they came out of the hotel, and they literally went along 100 yards and just went boof, and it killed them. And Coyce didn't know about these other 10 gears at that stage.
See that hill in the first 2 minutes? I had a base camp at 7:45 on it.
Kenny.
Sherpa Tenzing got me up that hill. I cannot lie to you, that hill to start with a killer. After that...
It's not too hot, is it?
After that, it was not bad. The boys have been great. I've got to say, the support team have been brilliant. I know he said it was a climb for about 4 miles. He wasn't lying, I can inform you. We're hanging in there.
We're 2 miles away now.
2 miles? Are you sure?
Enjoying this?
Yeah, it's good, mate. They're always good though, aren't they? I've always had a good time on the... My Name's Doddie. What?
It helps you like the banter, don't you?
I like the banter, I don't like you.
Foxy was different class on the trip. He's obviously never going to moan, is he? And I remember when we were doing the training at the start, me, him and Mel Dean were training out at my house and the Chilterns, going up all these hills. And he was a bit slow, right? And I said to Mel Dean, I said, maybe we need to get him to do the walking the first day. So I said to him at the end of the day, I said, maybe you should walk the first day, because get yourself into it. I thought he was going to rip my head off. He wasn't happy. He said, I'll be cycling, by the way. So I said, all right, fine. I said, well, you better sort those legs out, make it a bit bigger. But he was brilliant in the challenge, and it was funny because I didn't know how you got involved in it.
I don't think I got you in, did I?
Well, no, it was obviously you were the next point of contact.
Sadly.
But it was Davey.
Davey?
So I know, yeah, he's awesome. I knew him before his diagnosis. Did a few wine tastings.
He's a wine specialist.
He's a wine specialist, and I'm that kind of guy. Got involved fundraising, and then I just loved the community that came with it, the banter, the laugh, the people you meet.
Obviously, Foxy's been in the military and he understands what family's about and being close with each other. And that's the bit that he said to me that what he found from the foundation was this, he felt as every time he went and he saw people, was bringing people together. And I think that's the bit that he obviously had in the SES, and I suppose for us as rugby players, that was, we brought people together, we played together, we enjoyed being together. And I think obviously meeting Davey, and he met Doddie, and I remember when he met Doddie, Doddie was probably more over the moon to meet Foxy, because he was SES, and him and Kathy loved Who Dares Wins. So, but Foxy was honoured to meet Doddie, and yeah, he was brilliant. You know, Foxy's been an absolute legend, total legend.
So important not just to have us doing the same thing, it's good to have different communities talking about M&D.
Yeah.
You look at a different audience compared to the audience that rugby players have got, you know?
Yeah.
And the foundation's just been, I mean, since Doddie passed, it feels like it's grown again, it feels like it's become a bigger animal.
Yeah. People are interested in what this is all about.
Yeah, I agree.
You're going well in there, Foxy.
How's that? Is that pressure?
The hell was that smile like?
This is the final filming from the Parliament Buildings here in Cape Town with Rob Wainwright, Doddie Weir. Now back to the studios. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Doddie was a huge character in our lives.
Doddie was full of laughter, pranking all the time, always having a laugh.
He was a big, very positive ray of light, really. Wherever Doddie was, there was laughter and fun.
It's part of my industry now, ladies and gentlemen. I am in the wastewater industry, so if anyone's looking for any septic tanks, treatment plants, I am your man, because your business is my business.
He was very consistent in wearing his tartan suits. I used to say to him, "What are you wearing that for?" He's, "Well, be recognised." I said, "You're right, be recognised. You look like a piece of tartans farted all over you."
Your number twos is my number ones.
He might have played the big daft laddie sometimes, and he was the life and soul of any party, but at the same time, he was smart. I feel as though we kind of grew up together. I knew him since my teens, and he introduced me properly to my husband. He was best man at our wedding, godfather to our eldest son, Johnny, and just an ever-present huge character in our lives. To begin with, the deterioration was quite slow. We could tell, one or two things were beginning to happen. So your mobility, your muscles waste, your fine motor skills. That's not an easy thing to see when you see somebody as big and strong and as powerful a man as he was.
MND is a fatal, rapidly progressing disease that affects the brain and spinal cord. It is a rare condition that progressively damages parts of the nervous system, leading to muscle weakness and body paralysis.
At the start, he didn't really see much. But then when he started seeing him, struggling to walk, he laughed about it all too. He told the kids to be the same with him and told us to be the same. I used to phone him up and go, "You all right?" He goes, "Of course I'm not all right, I've got MND. I was going, "No, sorry, I didn't mean that." That's the character he was a proper character. Because the thing about MND is your body's affected, but your brain's not, and your eyes are. He had the twinkle in his eye.
He got diagnosed, and we'd give him a hard time, we'd probably laugh at his expense, but that's how we came together as a family and got through it. When he couldn't have full function of his arms, we were gelling his hair, spiking it up, making him look like a bit of a fool. His 50th birthday, giving him a happy birthday grandpa card.
Look what happens when you get the kids to dress you.
I think it's, as much of anything, it was a coping mechanism. You always have to have a bit of laugh and a bit of fun and games and just not taking life too seriously. I think that's probably what we've taken away from him.
And that's what life's about as well, enjoying life. You've got to make the most of it because you just do not know what's around the corner. I've maybe got to adapt a little bit because I can't drink a pint with one hand now, so I've got to use two hands. But I'm still enjoying the pint or two.
It must be the hardest thing in the world to be positive when you've got something like that hanging over you. But that was Doddie, he was really positive.
He was never going to take being diagnosed with MND lying down. Doddie wanted to raise awareness and raise some money for research.
We eventually formed the foundation. We wanted it to be a charity, and we launched that in the November 2017 at Murrayfield when Scotland played New Zealand, and very memorably Doddie and the boys walked out onto the pitch with the match ball. So that was an incredible moment.
In true dad fashion, you know, he's like, boys, enjoy it. It'll probably be the closest you ever get to walking out or running out of Murrayfield, which to this day is still the case, which kind of annoys me a little bit. We walked out to the 10 metre line together, and he kind of got us to stop on the 10 metre line, and he went his own way. And his thought behind that was, someday that might be the case where we have to do it alone. But just seeing the reaction of Scotland, New Zealand, all the fans come together, it was rapturous.
Gave us a great platform for the foundation. We brought together some of the scientists, neurologists, professors, researchers, clinicians who were at the forefront of MND research.
It went from a group of friends setting up a foundation to it growing arms and legs.
When he started fundraising and started putting his energy into motor neurone disease, he quickly moved from thinking that there might be something for him to realising that what he was working towards was something for somebody else, for another family like his down the track. And that is the ultimate selfless act. He wasn't going to see his boys get married, have children. He wasn't going to see them develop as people. But he was thinking about somebody else like him.
He's been diagnosed with this terrible illness, and his first thought is, how am I going to help others?
Research really is what he was interested in. He felt as though this disease had been around since the late 1800s. Very little was known about it. There were no treatments. There was one drug that had been licensed, 30 odd years ago. In his mind, and in anybody's mind, that's completely unacceptable.
He said, we're all going to do this together. He was going to fight this disease. And he was going to take it right to the end.
Just started Logan.
Yeah, where's it at?
Yeah, 3. Let's go.
Hey. Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice to see you.
And you?
I wasn't expecting you up here.
Jamie Bamber, actor, he's a really good mate of mine, so he's obviously heard about the foundation through me. He's always turned up to golf days and been very supportive. He's very fit, he's a really good runner, but on the bike he was very good, so we got him involved. And his big thing for me was, I don't know if I can raise the money, and God, Kenny, it's a lot of money to raise, and da-da-da. And I said, listen, don't worry about the money, just it'll happen, we'll work together on it and we'll see how it goes. But he got really into doing the videos and socials and really representing the foundation in a brilliant way. And out the back of all that, he wrote to his acting community, the stage, and one lady, she donated £55,000 to him, which was incredible. So Jamie ended up raising 70,000, which was amazing. And I think the power of what he is as an individual and how that everybody bought into his story and about why he was doing it, Jamie was fantastic.
So that's the fans that set up that fan group?
Yes, Jamie Bamber Daily, they've been following me around for years, they're amazing. They loyally chart my progress through life. I love them. I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me on this, because honestly...
I was short of numbers.
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm super sub.
You're a good sort.
I'll come in for anyone at the last minute. But no, it's been really, and that first day riding with Davey.
Oh, amazing, wasn't it?
That first day riding with Davey was a true eye-opener.
Stop here.
Well done, guys. Awesome job, well done. Get this now. Get the hard spot.
This is Pippin.
Pippin!
This is going around so well. You should see the rubbish they've been feeding us.
You're a friend for life.
So I've been with Thrifty, who are one of the main sponsors for this challenge, and for Doddie Weir Foundation, for being with them for sort of 20 years through my career. And then recently I played with the likes of Ed Slater at Gloucester, who obviously has got MND, and it's quite a close thing in the rugby fraternity. It just really unites everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Good to see you.
James Alistair.
How are you?
I think the great thing about our group is we've gone as a real team effort, and we've gone at a good pace, and we've all stuck together, which has been really nice. McCoy's had a nice little fall on the walk just back there. After claiming he'd chosen the right route, he proceeded to fall flat on his arse, so it was great.
Breaking news. There's
What's
some breaking
happened?
news.
Sorry, Hamish. Sorry about this.
Sorry about this, guys. There's breaking news. Logan's mob, right, have just done. We did yesterday, and I sent up 5,000, over 5,000 feet.
Yeah.
Theirs was, I think, about 400 today. They've had no climb at all. I've got it in the hands of our lawyers. It's like a 4-hour cycle in the Netherlands for that mob today. Honestly, not a hill in sight.
Unbelievable.
Tom.
Unbelievable scenes.
There'll be changes. I'm telling you, there'll be changes. In fact, heads will roll.
Smile, big shout.